Welcome into DC On Screen, a podcast about the DC Universe properties being brought to film and television. I'm your host, David C. Robertson, and this is my co-host, Jason.
Hello.
So, we are about to get all spoilery on Arrow 403, Restoration. I'd like to point out that this episode was written by Wendy Miracle and Speed Weed. I just
Wendy
love
Miracle,
the name, man.
who's accidentally getting a shout out just so you can say Speedweed.
Right. It feels like he should be a writer on The Flash. Whoever, she, whatever this person is. Yeah.
I just think you just want to know the man named Speedweed. New life goal.
It does. So, good call on the Oliver taking a bullet for Diggle being the the catalyst for Diggle to stop being butthurt.
Right. That and before that, did you not watch that scene and afterwards think, well, apparently Felicity is their king now?
Yes, I did. To some degree. I
dude,
just thought, oh, wow.
Just she has the biggest sack in that room, no doubt. No damn doubt.
Yeah.
I loved it. She keeps going after it too. She's like, no. This is the part where you listen and I keep talking. And when they leave, what does Oliver say? Yes, ma'am. I think that's the only. And Diggle doesn't even say anything. Doesn't look down. Doesn't look hurt. That's all there is to it. They got told off. She was fucking right, and they had to deal with it.
Yep. So I believe, you surmised from the trailer earlier this year, a few months ago, that where he's like, "Oh, you took a bullet for me," and he goes, "Heh." That was going to be how they come back together, and it was I knew it. It was very definite. In this episode, when he and Oliver have to have that argument, or have to sit down and have that conversation, or Felicity would hurt them.
Right.
That
or she will make you feel like an even tinier man than you feel right now.
Which, to be fair, Oliver has been trying up until this point.
Right. Well, he starts out with that.
Yeah.
He starts. That's his opening gambit when it is down to just now you boys sit and talk. Is dude, I what else should I do?
Yeah, but Diggle was like, I would have taken a bullet for you, Oliver, and now I don't feel that way. So
right.
I don't know how this ends. Okay. So I'm like, oh, there's the bullet. Okay, cool.
Right. And the end of their discussion is his ends up being, well, it was kind of a magic playing card. That counts, Oliver. That counts. Excellent.
He's like, stop trying to get out of this now.
Right.
I forgive you.
We're good, man. Just roll with it.
Oh man. So we got our little what are they called? The Mr. Terrific balls?
The T-spheres?
The T-spheres. That's
I'm almost sure.
Blanked.
I think I would remember it if they were often referred to as Mr. Terrific's balls. The most impressive piece of technology on the planet that Wayne doesn't own.
Terrifiballs.
Terrifiballs.
I know I completely blanked on the T-sphere. I'm like, terrific balls. I don't know.
What are those? It's very normish. What are those terrific balls there?
Yeah. He's talking about Norm Macdonald for anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, this the guy there,
with the balls.
Makes sense. He had, he's got a husband there. Mm-hmm. That's why he likes them. He calls them terrific balls. That's what that is. No, Norm, that's not even what they're called. Oh, I was pretty sure they're. Yeah, that would be awful.
And that's why Norm isn't on the show.
I think Norm Macdonald.
That's why he's hawking chicken
show.
now.
I think Norm Macdonald should be on every show.
I know you do, sweetie, but it's just not a good idea.
I know. Well, they'd have to call him Norm because he can't remember his own name.
Right.
He can't remember any other name other than his own.
That's every show he's ever been on. Yeah.
Oh God. I think what was his name? Steven on the Norm show, and until they just realized they had to call him Norm Because every time they talk to him, he just doesn't know.
The pilot. And then episode 2 is just Norm now.
Right. So, yeah.
Now, to start off with, when you first saw it, dude, Double Down looked scary as all hell.
Double Down was a lot of fun.
He was a lot of fun. Like, I hope he makes his way back.
I liked Double Down.
He was cool.
I didn't think I would, but I wound up liking him a lot.
I mean, cool power. I kind of... You got to wonder. I mean, that's one... There are a lot of things that you could have been doing at the time the accelerator went off, or the particle accelerator went off. And apparently getting a tattoo was on the list of things that might make you special. But, man, I loved the scene. That was a perfect scene. It was well done. Like, it had that horror movie-esque kind of look to it. Because it really did remind me of, like, the phone calls coming from within the house. Because they realized, like, well, I mean, whoever has this kind of card is more likely to find you first than, oh, crap. You know? Mm-hmm. And then Felicity proceeds to be a complete badass.
I am unwilling to go as far as to say complete badass. You cannot spray and pray and be a complete badass.
Dude, every Rambo movie ever has involved some spray and pray.
No.
He wasn't known to be a sharpshooter.
No. Rambo just sprays.
Well,
he doesn't pray.
Everyone else prays.
Right, everyone else prays. Rambo knows he's going to get his man.
Right. He's going to fire 600 bullets if he has to.
Because he's got more bullets than actually exist on Earth.
Right. No, Felicity, though, I'm down with spray and pray, man. I am.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love... She killed it, man. I mean, do you even know how that works? Nope. Starts firing. Like, she's getting in the elevator, he approaches, she just straight up kicks him. I mean...
Yeah, that was cool.
That was great.
Cool. I'll give her the badass on that. I'll give her that.
Great.
Oh.
And even comes up with the banner. When did you start being a badass? What did she say? Always have been?
Oh, what did she say?
It was something very cool.
Yeah, I don't remember. Probably always have been. I don't know. I don't remember what she said. But I did enjoy those two in this episode.
They were.
I am really loving Echo Kellum.
Yeah.
As Mr. Terrific.
Real cool.
He's a great character.
Yeah.
So far.
And he's made an interesting character out of just being Echo Kellum. They hadn't even put a suit on him yet, and he's already kind of selling me on just his character. So
did they ever really put a suit on Mr. Terrific in the comics anyway? I mean, they just give him like leather pants and a jacket and paint a T on his face. And a
T-face, yeah. But he... yeah. But he definitely... I don't know. When they finally make him one of the active set of heroes, which I assume is out there somewhere. I don't know if it's this season or next or whatever. At this point, I don't care, though. He's just... I like him being on the show in whatever capacity he is. So when we finally get around to calling him Mr. Terrific, that's going to be even better. I mean, it was a real touching scene there at the end. There, he's just putting his little lab back together, and how does he explain it? You know, I came to the city to help people. Can you imagine how happy I am to know that my boss is doing exactly that?
Yeah, that was really great.
That was really cool. Like, she's not going to have to let him into Team Arrow right now. He's just happy to assist when he's needed. But did pretty well for a guy who got, attacked by a metahuman.
Yeah, I missed Double Down already.
I know. And, the thing was, I was watching Double Down the whole episode and thinking, man, this guy's genuinely scary. I like it. I really like this guy. And then there's the scene with him and Darhk, and I thought, yep, Darhk's scarier. Darhk's still scarier.
Yes. Yes. How badass was that?
Oh, man.
The entire scene where he was, flitting that little playing card around
back and forth.
Midair. Oh, God.
It was fantastic, dude.
Murders the chick.
Yeah.
Fayette or whatever.
Shuts down Diggle's lead real quick.
Yeah, brings back the card, throws it to Double Down's neck, and goes, "This demonstration was for you."
And then, still cuts his cheek with the card on the way out.
Yeah.
It was, Darhk is easily the best villain they've had. He's actually one of the best villains I've had on TV in a while. I've enjoyed him more than I've enjoyed a lot of villains in a very long time.
He is so much fun.
And it's because he's having fun and buyable amounts of fun, not Joker crazy kind of just fun for fun's sake. That's a lot of fun too. It really is. But this guy just is down with what he's doing. He is 100% solid. Believes in every step. Doesn't hesitate when he does something, and he enjoys the fact that he's living his life, and it's fun to watch.
Now, really fun thing about this episode, I don't think we got Quentin Lance anywhere, did we?
You're right, I don't remember him in there at all.
He wasn't.
Okay.
We got a break. We got a break.
But you got twice the Laurel.
You got twice the Laurel, and
who's doing better
sure
this
enough,
season? As hard as we've been on her, can we admit that we're not nearly as down on her as we have been previously? Can we give her that at least?
Well, until this episode, yes.
Okay, let's give it to her before we take it away, I guess.
Yeah, there is absolutely no amount of common sense or otherwise that would lead you down a road to what she has done in this episode.
To revive the sister?
To bring back Sara. Like, every single person in this series has told her this is a bad call.
Right. Lance would have told her the same thing.
Lance would have told her the same thing.
Ollie told her
the same
when
thing.
Oliver and Malcolm 100% agree about something, fucking listen. Good rule, right?
Yeah, except now we've got damn Laurel and Thea running around like some sort of poor man's Thelma and Louise, just doing crazy ass shit.
Oh, and dude, think about this scene as it went down. Like, isn't Laurel pretty happy she sleeps in full clothing?
No.
Because everyone just like she's just asleep, and suddenly everyone just storms into her fucking room. Like, she's over there kind of sitting on the fringe of that conversation while Thea and Malcolm are having it out, and I kept wanting to look over and see her like trying to keep her eyes open and hair ruffled. Mm-hmm. Because that's what she should be. Like, she's just trying to figure out if this is a dream at this point.
Well, if they had her do any of that, it would have meant that Katie Cassidy actually had to emote or move her face at all.
I think she could do it in the right circumstances. I don't know, maybe electroshock therapy.
She can look back and forth in rapid succession.
She can.
That's about all
That's got to be a start,
I've seen her do.
Right? Then we can
That's about all I've seen her do as far as acting is concerned.
Transition that into up and down and see where things go.
Last year she smiled at Cisco in The Flash.
She did.
I saw her do that.
She did. And I really, the moment I saw that, I kind of thought, take her character there, make her more fun. Like, she's got a good smile. Yeah. Let her go smile. Let her be happy because she's not pulling off this whole dour thing. So let her do the other one. Let her try the other end of the spectrum. We've never gotten to see her really try to be, carefree and just generally well-adjusted. Maybe she would own it if they let her do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she actually does better when she's just being a person.
Right.
As opposed to this, like, whatever the hell she's supposed to be, they're trying to make her be in this episode or in many episodes where she's just, I'm going to bring my sister back. Okay. Have you thought about anything? Okay. Now I know you have to have thought about it because every person up to this point on the show has told you this is a
terrible idea. It's the most selfish single decision you've ever made in your life.
Now, the good thing about
you could have stolen the jar of money from a homeless man, and that would have been a more selfless decision than what you're doing right now.
Right. The one really good outcome of this is that it appears that the Lazarus pit has been destroyed. Yeah,
which it did a really nice thing for me because you remember I was worried that Constantine was going to end up over in Nanda Parbat.
Right.
All right, so now the Lazarus pit's out of the equation, which takes out that theory. So he's not coming back to fix the pit, and Sara and Thea are going to be back on home turf about that time. So, good to go.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why Constantine is going to be there.
At this point, no. I honestly don't know. Now we had one guy's theory. Somebody had posted on the page. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. I should be better at that. We'll get the name here in a second. But his theory was that it's an actual demon proper with a name that Constantine's coming back to exorcise. That the Lazarus pit leaves you. And I'll give him this credit. Like he says, the Lazarus pit has pieces of the souls of everything that's ever really gone in there. And there's no reason to think a demon can't be one of the fractured pieces of soul hanging around. Mm-hmm. And Sara sure as hell doesn't look like she's got a soul right now. So I wondered if they'd do something cool and like wrap it up where, yeah, I know. But like maybe like Sara needs a soul. And, you remember like the Astrid, the little girl that Constantine left hanging?
Yeah.
Wonder if they could trade.
Ooh.
Wrap up one of the storylines from Constantine.
Oh, man. It sucks that, like, everyone, including us, are better writers than the actual writers of the show.
We're not. We're not employed writers. We can't.
I know, but we have better ideas. We have better ideas.
I like our ideas more generally, but they're our ideas. Of course I do.
Well, they're better.
Sometimes objectively so.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm a terrible person.
That's gonna be a lot of fun though. We're probably gonna end up accidentally doing like an hour and a half review of the Constantine episode.
I got no issue with that.
Yeah, it's not gonna bother me.
Let's do it.
I won't. I'm not gonna see the time ticking by and go, oh no,
oh whoops,
what have I done? It's not in the cards, guys. Sorry.
It probably won't happen that way because I'm still a fat man and I still get hungry.
Certain need to take over. Now look.
Yeah, we love Constantine. I got an 8.
Right. I think we've said that.
I become Southern when I'm hungry.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you. Thea, this new version of Thea that we're gonna do is the first time I've been interested in Thea in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually.
What was this new? What was the new version?
It's not a version of her per se, but her bloodlust that she's gonna have to kill basically every 2 or 3 weeks. Somebody. She's got to end people though, or the bloodlust will take over. I kind of like it because it's. I think I kind of liked it because it has a vampire feel to it, and I always like vampire stories.
Kind
of feels like, at best now she's going to be kind of an angel. The mainstreaming,
I think,
try to keep it good. Maybe a Dexter kind of deal. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, did you see the look in her eyes when she kills that one guy? When she like drags the sword across the throat, and she just. I don't know if I've ever seen her enjoy something more on the show.
Yeah. I think it's going to come down to she's going to decide that Malcolm Merlin was at fault for her condition.
She always does. She always decides Malcolm's at fault.
Yeah.
And so normally he is, to be fair.
Kill him. She has to kill him.
Well, that'll end up being
cured of this.
Look, at this point, there's already a theme happening of unrequited revenge. Like Thea can't kill Rej. Rej. Diggle can't kill what's her name? Fayyad? Diggle can't get her. Thea can't get him. So adding yet another one to the mix. Okay, sure. Now that would mean that Nyssa can't kill Malcolm. And
that's fine.
Man, does she want to?
Well, yeah, she wants to.
But I'm not sure if Thea or Nyssa would deserve to kill Malcolm more.
Well, Nyssa actually did kind of kill him.
With the pit?
By destroying the pit. Yeah.
I know, yeah. I like that. She basically, turned off his reset switch. Next time it counts, motherfucker.
Yep. And importantly, that means that what the producer said is true. They're bringing back stakes, guys.
Yep. No more magical redo pits. The Control Z water is out.
I like that.
Or Command Z water for your Apple users.
Yeah, I think we do have more Apple users.
Probably.
The statistics
there generally
are. But yeah. Oh, man.
I'm down.
Yeah. This episode was actually pretty solid.
It was.
I was a little worried because my girlfriend was just like, dude, new Arrow is awful. I was like, what? Why? I won't tell you, but it's awful. I'm like, okay. I enjoyed it. Enjoy the hell out of it. I don't know what she's talking about. Sorry. I love you, honey.
Sorry,
I don't know what
Bethany.
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, baby.
I got to side with Dave. I enjoyed it. I'm sorry.
This was a good one. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
look, speaking of which, she's a big fan of combined names. Can we call, now that Diggle and Ollie have buried the hatchet, Joniver?
Joniver, huh?
What do you think?
How about Diggler?
Or no, Diggly. 2 G's, 2 L's.
Right.
I'm digging Diggly.
Oh, man. Hey, Constantine's coming up. Maybe we'll do the Colostine. I don't know.
We'll get there.
Colostine Queen.
We've gone way too far.
Too far.
Way too far.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Dude, they said they were going to try to make Malcolm even more of a douchebag than he was before, and I think they're succeeding.
So far, yes, they've succeeded.
Because He is looking like a grade A ass at this point, which is a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm. It is. I'm having fun with him.
Yeah. I kind of hope he makes it out of that, well, wherever the hell Nanda Parbat is. I don't know if it's a country or a city. I don't know what the hell that is.
I just want Nanda Parbat gone.
Just gone in general.
I don't ever want to go back. Yeah, I don't ever want to go back to Nanda Parbat.
Tired of seeing Leagues of Assassins.
And you know what? I honestly think the most interesting thing they could have done was to actually make Oliver Ra's al Ghul and actually have him commanding an entire League of Assassins.
I would have been, I don't know. I mean, I understood they made, as far as the writing went, I had no problem with the fact that he hands the mantle over to Malcolm. That was the deal. That was the deal they cut. Mm-hmm. Fine. But I kind of wish that hadn't been necessary and that they could have just had him disband the entire fucking league instead.
No, man. No. It would have been like a whole Angel Season 5 type of situation. He becomes the leader of the League of Assassins. Mm-hmm. Changes the name to the League of Shadows. Little nod to BTAS. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. And they go about cleansing Star City. Like, yeah, man, that would have been badass. I mean, it really would have been.
Now, they said last season that he could have, once it's his league, they don't have to, you don't have to run things the way Rage was. You could do whatever you felt was right, but it's your call now.
Right.
Which was great. But I would have enjoyed it a lot more if he would say, if Ollie would have kind of just turned to them all and said, "You're no longer assassins. I want all of you to go sign up with the Peace Corps recruit I've invited. Mm-hmm. The league's over."
I don't know, man. League of Shadows. They should have just gone from assassins to shadows and do it.
I mean, as a rule, anything that gets us closer to BTAS, we're happy with, right?
That's the general rule for me, anyway. I just think it would have been cool, as it would have been like a big moral struggle. Like, you're in charge of these people who were killers, and, that would be like Angel Season 5 for me, like when he's working at Wolfram and Hart. Like, that would have been cool, and he could have actually operated out of Nanda Parbat, and you see Felicity just playing around in there, being like, well, I mean, we can get some computers in here.
Right. I know.
That would have been cool. I'm sorry. That would have been awesome.
I know. Another day, though. Well, not another day. That's never happened.
No, probably not. Probably not.
What I mean is, give up on your dreams, Dave. Give up.
Yeah. I hear that a lot.
And focus instead on something that's happening and kind of cool, like Diggle having a chain gun. That was fantastic.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. God, I keep trying for the helmet. I really want the helmet.
I think it's just going to have to be. You're going to have to just try not to look at it and then let it seep in, and I think you'll get used to it. I'm already kind of used to it. I want him to have a name, though, for God's sake. He was getting a code name. When are we doing that? Felicity's already talked about it. She wants a name, too. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, I was almost there with the helmet. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, this is actually pretty... And then, there's, a bit where he, looks down, and the little windscreen visor thing, pops open. You just see his, big eyes and mouth agape, and I went, okay, I'm out again.
So close.
It's nope, you ruined it with that scene. That was just silly. He could not have had a dumber look on his face when that little visor popped open.
I don't remember that. I'm going to have to go back and look now.
Just hanging out from this giant penis Judge Dredd Magneto helmet.
It sounds cool if you say Judge Dredd Magneto helmet. I'm like, yeah, cool. Sounds great. What are we doing here? And then you say giant penis.
Yeah.
Takes the whole thing in a different direction. Scene that I didn't enjoy as much as the rest of the episode, which I really did actually enjoy this episode.
Yeah, I did too.
Resurrection scene itself was really awkward. It's real weird.
It was bad. It was bad, weird. Like the Thea one.
Yeah. I was glad they were done with that water just because we can't go back and redo more awkward scenes.
Yeah. Except the Thea, I think when Thea was resurrected, it was actually better. And
yeah.
Because they cut it at the right time, so it didn't look like she was bungeeing on that thread, and that invisible thread in the air.
Right.
So
I mean, with Sara, she just looked. I mean, she comes out and just looks straight up crazy. But they kind of focused on it too long. It was weird. I mean, I would have it felt like when I was watching, I would have cut any one of those scenes about a second or two short. Any one of the cuts should have been about a second or two smaller.
Yep.
And get in and out of it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But before she went in, the corpse looked even creepier.
It did.
Really, MVP awards to whoever did that fucking corpse. Great job.
Mm-hmm. It looked creepy.
Got me in a Halloween kind of mood.
In a Halloweenin' mood.
In a Halloweenin' state. And you know the island. It's kind of a. I'm hoping it's just a slow burn. I'm not really digging the island yet, but honestly, it's like a. He's like Iago on that fucking island, man. I maybe that's why I'm not loving it as much. But he's manipulative, and that's kind of it's neat sometimes. But you know, we also kind of just wanted to see him kick some ass.
Yeah.
So, not sure what to do with that one.
I don't
think they're going anywhere cool. I mean, can you think of anywhere cool they could go with the island at this point?
No, except am I wrong, or do these people sound Russian?
Who? Oh, the
people who were enslaved.
I couldn't tell what her accent was. I really couldn't. And I don't know where they're from. I don't know where they're getting these people. And
I certainly don't.
I don't know, like, why is that one guy Southern? Like,
right. And why is he named Coulson?
I don't know.
Why would they sully Coulson?
I don't know. That's something we should all admit, though, is Coulson as a name is taken care of right now. Clark Gregg's got that shit on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So, back the fuck off.
That's right. And in real life, he is married to Jennifer Grey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a winner right there.
That's her name, right?
I don't know.
From Dirty Dancing?
Oh, okay.
That's her name, right?
I have no idea, man. No fucking idea with that name.
Yeah, it's like Ferris Bueller's sister.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah. We've all seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Come on.
And Dirty Dancing. Yeah, it used to be back in VHS days and whatnot. But too long. Now,
I just think it was really weird that they named that guy Coulson, though. I thought that was just weird, just really weird.
Just threw you off for no good reason.
Yeah, like they were doing it on purpose. I'm like, you bastards!
You're not going to win this war. Back off, buddy. You're not getting that name. I just like that guy's just he's not interesting at all. Just he wasn't. I'm not at all interested in the island yet. I hope they're going somewhere cool with it, but I really don't know. And I'm meant to ask you this: do we really know where the season's going yet? I mean, do we know? Like, we know who the big bad is, and we know how much we like him, and he's entertaining. But what's he fucking up to?
My guess would be it's going to be all. Well, we're going to be discussing magic, right?
Right.
So Damien Darhk has his magic, and one of the whole bits with Baron Ryder was supposed to be with Shadowspire, and Oliver talks about how he knows certain things about magic. He's aware of magic, so I'm assuming that's what the flashbacks are going to be showing as well.
That we're getting to some magic back in there.
How he learned, how he came about getting all magical and whatnot.
That'd be nice. That'd be at least something to look forward to. Because right now they're just you just got your main character hanging out in a field, watching some people pick some drugs up. I mean, it's not doing it for me. But leading into something magical will that'll be a nice run in the right direction. Well,
I mean, he's shown that he's trying to get Coulson to stop killing folk.
Sure. That's about all we got. I don't know. And that was the other question, though, was like with Damien, we know he wants the city to die, as he so provocatively and charismatically stated it early in the series this time. Has he said how? We don't really know how yet, right?
No.
He's got his ghost.
I don't think we have, no.
Yeah, he needs Lance for whatever as basically a lackey, it looks like. He's pretty much just decided that Detective Lance being in his pocket would be useful, and that's about the only reason Lance is alive.
At least until he realizes that keeping Lance in his pocket will just get his underwear wet. He just keeps sputtering and spitting everywhere. I don't know.
Other than that, I don't know what he's doing though. We haven't gotten there, right? I mean, I haven't missed it.
Right. Which is better than, I think that's better than what they usually do, which is the producers have talked about, like, normally we're like 6 or 7 episodes in before we even meet the big bad guy of the season. That's usually at the mid-season finale where we meet him. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Damien Darhk, though. I'm glad he's around. Yeah. He's pretty much the highlight of the show at this point. So far. Right now. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of at this point, most of the show is kind of on point. We've, some of the ongoing problems we've had with the show haven't been fixed, but the stuff that's been going well has been going really well. Yeah, I would agree. Still don't know what to do with Thea. Again, I'm curious about what, what a couple weeks now. Like, she's got 2 kills in her under her belt as is. By the way, Laurel's a district attorney. I don't know how she's just going to, like, ignore. Anyway. Oh, yeah, you killed 2 people, but it was in Nanda Parbat, so it doesn't count. That's exactly how she's going to handle that. Right. They were just... Oh, yeah. They were just League of Assassins people. Those were living, breathing humans, and Thea ended them. That should matter. You're telling me you're going to bring stakes back, and you just send in 2 fucking red shirts. Killing me here. But, yeah. I'm curious to see where that's going with her. I'm not. And there we have it. I got nothing, man. I mean, if she actually becomes a bad guy, okay, let's do that. If she goes like nuts and just starts killing everyone. Well, I mean, I was kind of looking forward to, if it's going to be her being a bad guy, if it's going to go her getting into villainy, it was going to be interesting to watch Ollie have to stop her. But I didn't want it to be, man, if they do that again, it really will be doing the Roy story again, because he had to stop Roy too. And give me something different. This time, make it count. When he stopped Roy, he tried to, detain Roy. At one point, he'd have been happy to throw him down in the pit on the island. Well, yeah, my fear is that she's going to get with this. Make it so that Oliver has to actually kill Thea. If we're going to do this, let's do it. My fear is that they are going to have her be with some dude, and she's going to get more and more killy, and more stabby. Sure. Which is, the primary problem in any of these shows is stabby. And we're on record with our problems of stabby. Right. We know, though, that Colton Haynes is coming back. Right. Roy, as others might know him. Right. So we know that he's coming back. My fear is that she's going to get more crazy, more stabby, and then the Roy D will soothe the savage Thea. He's had experience with this type of thing. They didn't in Malcolm's prognosis. He didn't mention, but it's okay if you fall in love. They'll see that wasn't meant to say to any kind of bloodlust. So. Oh no, but not even Malcolm sees Roy Dick coming. I mean, I guess so, but. No, you can see that, right? I'm just not sure if the Abercrombie loving is going to be enough to stop it, man. It won't work for me as someone watching the story. I will not be happy. More like Abercrombie loving, but yeah, you can see that. Like it won't actually be like him having sex with her that cures all of her ills or whatever. But it'll be like him teaching her how to channel the blah blah blah, because he went through this too. And then I'll be like pointing back at season 2 and going, none of that happened. Right. You didn't channel anything. You went nuts and killed a cop. Right. Now you give his family money. Right. And you've run off. Then you ran away. Right. Yeah. Yeah. But that's what they'll play. He fell on the shiv and ran away. And now you play a video game on the subway. Right. And implore other people to play similar games. Right. Now it'll be fine if he hops on long enough to say, "Oh, yeah, I know what that's like. I tried this, and I tried this. None of that worked. Try something other than that." Mm-hmm. I could dig that if he has realistic advice. Hey, I failed, and this is why. So good luck. Right. Hope you don't kill a cop. Have a nice day. I just, I'm at the end of the day, I'm worried that they'll wind up making whatever, because we know that she's got this love interest they've talked about. They've been press releases outright said we know it's happening. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's been cast. It's a thing they mentioned as being a big deal. Like, oh, Thea's got a love interest. Oh,
that'll be a change. Ooh.
I could not have foreseen this turn of events.
If they'd put out a press release that was like, Thea, no love interest. She's going to work on herself. That would have gotten a standing fucking ovation from me.
Right.
Thea takes time off, doesn't focus on her relationship with men, and instead decides to try to find out something more about herself. Hell yes, writers. Good job.
But nope, Thea becomes bloodthirsty and dates another dude. That sounds like it's just on par.
Par for the course, man. Par for the course. Again,
there we go.
There are parts of this show we really love, and there are parts of it we really don't. Guess which one this is?
Yeah. This is the we hate Thea not having any freaking agency of her own
part
time.
Yeah. Right.
Please stop scowling at your father and or brother. Please stop making bad decisions based on your brother and or father.
Right. I hope she does just run off and do her own kind of dexterous thing. I really don't like. I hope she comes back, resigns from the group entirely, stays on her own, tells them all, "You're gonna have to leave me alone." No for reals. So we don't have any of that Ollie trying to open up the lines of communication over and over again. No, I mean seriously, leave her alone. Let her do her own thing, and then just let her, go around the city killing pedophiles. Awesome. Now we got a show.
As Harley Quinn.
Right.
As Harley Quinn.
No.
Oh, God.
That'd be fun.
I think we're done.
Yeah. Surely we could make her something interesting. I'm going to go back and find a character and try to pitch that. I'll have to go back and look though. What would you make her if you had to give her a code name that wasn't... If she was going around the city, vigilante killing, who you make her at that point? You already got Huntress off the board. Can't do that.
Speedy.
I was thinking change your alias.
If they do that, they'll call her Red Arrow. She will no longer be Speedy. She'll be Red Arrow.
I understand.
I'm almost certain.
Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. Yeah, I'm done. I meant to mention Matthew Ryan Cronin, guy who wrote in. Finally got to the name. I'm very bad at names.
Well, good. Well, thank you for writing in. What was it again? Michael?
Matthew Ryan Cronin.
Matthew. Thank you for writing in there.
Kind of hope he's right. I wouldn't mind an extra.
We usually do listener feedback on our news episodes, so I haven't really looked into that yet.
Yeah.
I was remiss for this episode, I suppose. But I know.
Go find you a cat of nine tails somewhere. You know the right thing to do.
Beat a vagrant?
I was thinking more of a lonesome activity, but...
Oh.
You make it right with your conscience however you feel necessary.
Watch out, vagrant outside of the 7-Eleven.
Not even sure which one.
There's always one. All right. Thank you for listening to this review. This review of Restoration, episode 3 of season 4 of Arrow. We are DC On Screen. We're a proud member of the Giant Size Team Up Network. You can find every episode on iTunes, Stitcher, and DCOnScreen.com. If you would like a similar podcast about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, check out our friends Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall over at the Marvel Cinematic Universe Podcast or MCUcast.com. Coming up, we've got a news episode that will probably drop on Tuesday or Wednesday. So, yay!
Yay, indeed.
Episodes of things.
Things to come.
Wherever you enjoy listening to us, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave us some comments. We always enjoy hearing from listeners and seeing what you guys think. So, until then, keep some DC on your screen.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? Tired of wasting time and money on starvation diets that lead to more frustration and stress? If there was a weight loss solution that could actually work for you, would you try it? Then head to Golo.com.
I'm Steve. I lost 138 pounds in 9 months on Golo.
I'm Amber. I've lost 128 pounds with Golo taking release.
If you're ready to take back control of your life, head to Golo.com now and see how Golo can work for you. That's Golo.com.
My sleep is way better. My inflammation has gone way down. Golo saved my life. I was way overweight. That's what sent me down the path. I wanted to make sure and live for my kid.
I have literally tried everything. I was on the verge of getting gastric bypass surgery, and I saw the Golo commercial, and it was the last thing I tried because it worked.
Join over 2 million people who have found a better way to lose weight with Golo. Your healthier and happier life begins at Golo.com. That's Golo.com. Again, Golo.com.